It's a wonderful day today, being the 14th of September, and we all know why we're here. We're here to honor MC Omiomio today. It's going to be an amazing time. We just want you guys to just sit down, relax. Just relax your nerves, okay? Today's going to be an awesome time, please. Just give us time to explore the little way. Alright, thank you for your support, everybody. And at this time, at this junction, we're going to call the one and only MC Omiomio to be on the floor right here. Give him a wonderful applause! Yeah!
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all distinguished ladies and men to gen, whichever one, there is a gen, there's a men. My name is Peter Ariwaodo. My friends call me MC Omiomio. This cap and this thing is actually disrupting. Let me remove this one. Oh, this is Omiomio TV. Yes, Omiomio TV is actually a digital company that is into digital transformation, media services, and the rest, visibility, and the rest. This Duanuk means the diary of a Nigerian in the UK, and basically what the Duanuk is addressing is the fact that when people come to this country, they come with the wrong impression or over-impression, such that they think that in the streets of London and Kent, there is pound sterling. Even though England is the only country that has a currency that has a name and a surname. Pound sterling. That is pounds, the son of sterling. So I know it is England that colonized Nigeria. It's no longer news. So Nigeria is using Naira. We also want to be like them. So I learned in the House of the Assembly the other day, they are trying to move from Naira to add something. So that as we have pound sterling, we also have Naira Mali. So, yes. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. So that's what we are addressing on. The branch they try you. Let me see, people. But the only problem now is that my head is now showing. Right? You know, the then president of Ghana, Jerry Rawlings, he said something. He said, anybody that is not proud of his color is not fit to live. I'm proud of the mirror that is in my head. Yes. And I'll tell you what. I have two sons, two boys. Right? And there was a particular day they told me, Daddy, we're going to have a challenge. I thought I was joking. They said, Daddy, we're going to pull our hair. I said, yeah, go ahead. So my first son, he pulled his hair. When he got to the armpit, he clipped it. My second son, he pulled his own. That one got to the stomach. So even my wife's younger brother also pulled it. The guy in Canada, and I'm sure he's watching me live. He pulled it. Oh no, he got to where it is. They now said, Daddy, it's your turn. So me, while others were pulling their hair, I was pulling my head. Pulling my head because there was nothing to actually pull. So ladies and gentlemen, I have just two assignments here today. First is to welcome you. I come from the Igbo-speaking side of Nigeria. Igbo Gwenu? I come from the Igbo-speaking side of Nigeria. And meanwhile, yes, we always welcome our people when we have things like this. So my first assignment is to welcome you, tell you what you are in for, so that you know that it is not a situation of Mobo Moya. So I'll tell you about that. Then later I will now come back, you understand, in my second missionary journey, and to conclude. So ladies and gentlemen, in the Igbo side of life, like I said, we always welcome people. Now, I want to also let you know that I thank you for coming to this program. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for yourselves for coming to come and honor MC Omiomio. Yeah, the lights of my big bros, them here, you know, the Wale cakes, the circles, and so on and so forth. Don't worry, I'm going to see them. One day they tell me, say, this is no easier. No. In fact, when I wanted to sell table to somebody told me, I said, what category of chairs do you have? I tell her. And don't you have tables? He said, yeah. So you need people for tables? I said, yes. He said, don't worry, I'll get some. So before I knew it, I said, I want to get the ticket to give you. I didn't see him again. The next thing, I had a call from St. George Hotel. Omiomio, what's going on now? How come somebody's bringing 2 tables to this place? Where's the guy 2 tables for a house? Why? 1 table they here. You know, that is not even the problem. The problem is that this country, I don't know why, credit want to kill us. You know, in my little elementary knowledge, credit is actually the privilege given to a buyer to actually buy and pay later. So everything here, buy and pay later. In fact, some people here, they have already, in the next life that they come to live, they already paid for, they have paid small for it. So I got somebody, based on the estimate, I had your attention, I said yes. He said, okay, how much is the ticket? I said, £40 regular. He said, okay, give me 12. He said, wow, 12. Momomi, I was counting the 203 for, I gave him 12. He said, how much? Momomi, I was calculating 4 times 12, 40, that's £480. Okay, that's fine. £40. I said, give me another 12. I gave you. Now said, when are you doing the next show so that I can buy? I said, wow, what God cannot do. So as I calculated and I gave you, that's okay. So everything is nice. It's there for 24 tickets. 24 tickets. 24 tickets, 960 or thereabout. And that's okay, no problem. We'll see now. I said, where are you going? Won't you pay me? He said, give me your account number. I gave him. He said, okay, by month's end, I'm going to set up the direct debit. I'm paying for 24 months. Which kind of country with this? So I was trying to argue with him. No, it doesn't work like that. One woman was not saying, pay. Normally, pay, half. But when I come to hear hon, I said, why would somebody be calling honey, hon? The woman now later told me that, don't mind him, he has married me now, he's paying small for 24 months. So now I don't say I'm going to enter one chance. But all the same, God and Godfather, the level that area boy, now noise in the bed. Now, before I go further, I'm just welcoming everyone, thanking you for coming to come and honor me. I have a wife that just came here now to come and greet people, right? And she has phone, I don't have. You understand? Because the truth of that, when I was growing up in school, I was not brilliant. But that was when I discovered that even ants, most of us here, some of us are ants. If you are an accountant here, that means you are an accountant. You understand? If you are pregnant here, that means you are a pregnant. If you are a militant here, that means you are a militant. If you feel you are important, that means you are important. Because an important is an ant that is imported. While a pregnant is an ant that has big belly. A dollant is an ant sent to school to go and read, but don't know any book, dollant. But an ant that is sent to school to go and read and is reading well is called brilliant. So that's why I knew that everything is important. So back to my wife. I always advise people here because by the special grace of God, Jesus Christ is my mentor. And while I was preparing this program, a voice came to me to the left ear. Anytime you hear something from the left ear, please, I don't know of you, but me, it's always very loud and clear. You understand? When I heard it, he told me that my son, even if people do not come for this occasion, I'm going to raise to. I said, no, my love. I want people to come here. You are my mentor. I'm mentee. I want them to come here. No rest of stone. No, So all that happened along the line. So back to my wife. There's no way I can forget her because she's my Wi-Fi. Even as I hear, that's the Wi-Fi I'm using. With her, the connection is very, very strong. I'll tell you a story. And that brings me to I used to be a member of the choir and so on and so forth. So when I got to a particular church, I discovered she's also in the choir. And that is why I made sure that there is a digital screen here so that whatever we're doing, you have an idea, you'll be seeing. There is something online that is called CC, that's caption. When I went there, they had a big screen, but there was no copyright. Immediately, I just entered there. I saw her from side. I just started. I said, nearer, my girl, to me. Nearer to me. My name is Omiomio. I walk with Shell. If you will be my girl, nearer we will get closer. Nearer to me. They know the display. Meanwhile, and nearer my God, and we sing. My wife to be that time, or my wife now, which was my wife to be that time. She said from there, she now said, I have heard all what you said to me, but my popsy is here. Just write your name and address down. I will be there by 4. You see how things happen under your nose for choir? My master's in the house, take notes. So the next day, I don't go prepare. You understand how you prepare? 4 p.m., I don't see anybody. 5 p.m., I don't see anybody. 6, 7, 8, 9, I don't see anybody. What's going on? So in my mind, I've already made plans. You know how it be. So I now look at it, say, I'll go to their house. Something now came to my mind. And it was a song. And that song that came to my mind was that I've got my mind made up, and I won't turn back, for I am going to see your parents today. I have got my mind made up, and I won't turn back, for I am going to see your parents today. So I started going, and as I was going, I was hearing voices and noise in this my left ear. It was telling me that, my son, if you have liver, go for silver. If you are bold, go for gold. But if you are ready to die, go for diamond. I was ready to die. Because the problem is that the parent, the father of that my daughter, he is not a military man, but military men, they fear him. Don't know why. So when I got to the place again, that was when I knew that all these motivational speakers, when they reach time, you understand, motivation will fail you. In fact, recently I saw somebody, not we have from Nigeria, selling traffic, said 3 good ways to become a billionaire. If you see a shoe, I said, why you not read the book? Why not read the book? So at that point, leave, I don't fail me, I don't get close to their house. I can't look up. But because I already made my mind, something came to me and said, I will never turn back. Oh. No. It's not too late. Oh. I will never turn back. Oh. So when I got to the place, when I entered the house in a program, I said, how do I? And I said, I have come again. I have come again. I called her name Lily. I have come again. If Roma come and open the door. You understand? There was no answer. The only answer I now heard is the answer of the man that is though not a military man, but military men, they fear that. You understand? So the voice I heard, very clear, that voice said, he said, if you come inside, if you come inside, I will give my daughter to you, daughter to you, daughter to you. I will give my daughter to you if you come inside. And first boss, he now sang it again. I will give you Lily as wife, Lily as wife, Lily as wife. I will give you Lily as wife if you come inside. That was the day I knew that what Daniel went through in the lion's den. You understand? So as I entered, the man said, you are a good man. You are, sit down. I sat down. And I said, I'm going to give my daughter's hand to man. I said, no, I don't want the hand. What about the what about I want to do with only the hand? So give me everything. You understand? So he now gave me everything. So I'm just telling the men here, in case they deceive you with that scam that I'm giving my daughter's hand to marry, go back. Go and collect everything. So I collected everything. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so very much. I believe that everybody here, one way or the other, have one aspiration or the other, right? So just tell your neighbor, aspire to acquire the desires that you require. Now, even if you perspire, do not retire, but refire. Because in Isaiah, even Obadiah, the wish of your Messiah is to grant your heart desires. If you think I'm right, tell your neighbor, favor is the flavor that removes labor from your endeavor. If you don't know who you are, tell your neighbor, I am a container containing the content for this continent. You understand? Now, if you think that the Lord God Almighty is not here, tell your neighbor, the omnipresent is present to present a present to those who are present in His presence. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I have a lot of friends here because one of the things that Omiomio TV does is that we give brand visibility. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some people. I finished from University of Ilorin by alma mater. You did not make some noise. Fantastic. Fantastic. You know, guys, I finished from economics, but you guys don't know. I first came to campus and mistakenly went to a microbiology class. So when I got there, they said this is not microbiology. I said, okay, no problem. So I now came to a microeconomics class. In the microeconomics class, the man teaching us was more like a micro motivational speaker. He now directed me to a microfinance bank. When I got to the microfinance bank, I had to get a micro loan, which I used to buy a microphone. So So at the end of the day, I said, no, I'm not going to stop here. Why? I need to go and do masters. Even though I did masters in business analytics, my business analytics teacher is here. Even when I did business analytics, I now masters in business analytics. I now discovered that I'm still doing master of ceremony. So master is master, and micro is micro. So it doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. I want to assure you that today's occasion you are going to really relax your nerves. A little bit of why I call it relaxing your nerves. I'm able to discover this. My economics friend will understand this. That if you want to explain certain things, you use models, right? Now, I've discovered a model which says that S plus AS minus RYN is equal to TS, where S is stress plus AS is additional stress, then minus RYN is relaxing your nerves, which is equal to TS, distress. So distress is actually the derivative of distress is actually stress, right? Now, I'll tell you something. If you have stress in your life and you add additional stress, then you now subtract relaxing your nerves, you will end up in distress. So you need to find things that will make you relax your nerves so that distress will go down. I'll tell you something. I entered a vehicle one day, a river. I was going to blue water, but there's nothing blue about the water there. They now only one chance, so the two of us, me and one woman sit down for her. Women, not that kind of hair women do, don't take like 6 months. So she was hitting the hair. So immediately she mistakenly moved her hand to my head. Me one guy, he was hitting my head. I said, but that guy hit my head. He said, oh, is this my head that is disturbing me? And the driver concept loss. I just managed. Before I knew it again, that same woman, and then when I tried to put perfume, as I was coming here, a lot of perfume. Put your hands together for yourself. Not too much. Nice perfume. When I did that, the woman they smell. As I done that, I hear. That's it. I don't enter today. And the smell hits me. Now that day I know that Bible in Joshua that said that the flesh is willing. Abi? The spirit is willing and the flesh is. That day the spirit was not willing. My spirit left me. So I was not, my spirit was not going, and I just came to UK that time. My spirit was going to the driver and said, oh, they don't do over here. I was here, look, I was trying to run. Spirit don't go. I just stand up. When my spirit don't go, I won't cross road now, grab her. You understand? And that is why when this relaxing on nerves came, I said I'm going to invite one man to call Spirit of Circle. Because there are two different people. Now, Spirit of Circle. But his own, the spirit doesn't live in. Spirit was always with him. So, relaxing your nerves is something that helps you. Stress is too much in town. Do you know that a man called Mr. John, he works in, this high rising in London, but this one is just 7-story building. So someone asked him, say, Mr. Davido, your daughter just had us there downstairs. Mr. John just jumped outside the window. As he was coming down, he got to the 5th floor. He said, my name is John, not Davido. He was still going there. As he was about, I said, I'm not even married. How come I have a daughter? Stress is bad. That's why we organize this program. You understand? It's not easy. It's not easy. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for yourself. So, we are going to be having a lot of things. I told people that, I interacted with, that is a total entertainment back to back, and what we call in Nigeria, what we call total package. Yeah, so they're going to be a film show tonight. You're going to have a little bit of the history of a female that was able to ascend the throne as the Oni of Ife, right? You are going to have some young chaps coming to give us some display here and there. And you are going to have my big bros in the industry. Yeah? I'm talking about the likes of the Spirit of Sako. I'm talking about the likes of the Wale Gates. I'm talking about the light of the Benga Kefenwa. I'm talking about the light of the J Mountains. I'm talking about the light of the Ari Dunus. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are excited, make some noise. I say, Omiomio TV. So this is the end of my first assignment here to just let you know that you're welcome. Thank you for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a lot of mentions here. By the special grace of God, I have some people that are sponsoring me. You understand? They are sponsoring me. The likes of the Arena Lounge sponsoring me. Yeah, Arena Lounge makes some noise. Yeah, fantastic place to go there and relax your nerves as well. I have the likes of Lounge 44. You know, I like the way they position themselves. They understand the importance of competition. One day on this side of the high street, the other one day on the other side of the high street. You understand? And I have my business analysis mastery in person of Tony Aromire. That guy, and the suspect that he gets Allen and Aromire, but he has not confessed. So, business analysis mastery, in case you want to, switch from one COS to the other. Sorry, you want to switch from one kind of work to the other. Business analysis mastery. I also have Odogu African shop. Odogu Igbo Kwenu. Anyway, we people know this, my brother, there's a problem. Now only Igbo man enter church. The same church where I did all this while. You say one becomes of the school teacher. They got that's okay. Quote one scripture of the Bible. He say, now where 2 or 3 Igbo men are gathered, container and alive. Then the pastor said, what kind of scripture is it? Now, which one are you reading? Pastor said, I have King James Version, I have New International Version. Now, all those ones are not version. The guy now go is King Chupo the version. Do you understand? So, Odogu African shop, go there, get your food and drink as the case may be. And I also have Globe Kitchen. Some people, they want everything like kitchen, food. Globe Kitchen, they are there, you understand, all the mocktails and all the, in fact, Islam, you need to know the difference between mocktail and cocktail. You understand? I don't know before. That was when I was very funny. The same thing. I was at the back. Some people they live for front and then they no book. People they for back, no book. So I live for back. But the problem is that among the people in the back, I mean they pay their pass. So when they want to ask questions, I mean go answer them from back benchers. One day they'll say, where do Christians worship? I don't know. They say don't know. So they call one stammer like that. Christians worship in the teacher said, no, I do not like disturbing people. Please come out to be flogged. One more chance. Where do Muslims worship? Me that don't know where Christians worship. I will now know where Muslims worship. Anyway, the guy now said Muslims worship there. The teacher said, just flog them, don't bother. They now lined us up. They will now flog. And the teacher now say, if you're flogging, they count it. It's not be counting when you're flogging. So the guy said, one. Before he flogged me 10, he has flogged 10. Anyway, that one don't even pay me. When I come to me and say, bros, have fun. I know, say, we don't know book. No book here. You can say, I'm your rubbish. I said, what is the answer? I said, Muslims are the worship with the mortuary. And he has flogged me. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot to enjoy tonight, ladies and gentlemen. At this point in time, the show begins. I always say that God remains Godfather. Devil na area boy na noise dey make. But I say God remains devil na noise dey make. Why? Because what God cannot do.